Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Tyler from the Shadow Realm TCG, and today I'm going to be bringing you a deck profile for Evilswarm. A lot of people don't play this due to the fact that it's kind of outdated, so I like it, actually. It's one of my favorite decks that I've actually made from hand, actually. This is the first one I've actually made from hand. So, 40 card deck using the Cerberus engine that I think works really well with this. It's hard to get off at times due to the fact of hand traps being a thing, but this kind of stops hand traps at times. So let's get right into it. So for this, you're going to be playing 3 of the Evilswarm HELIOTROPE, normal monster that you can search off from Rescue Rabbit. So it helps you go into your XEs like Ophion and Bahamut and TRAPTRIX or Fearless. And if you want, you can even go into, if you have a soul charge in hand, then you can go into Origin, which works amazingly because then it just helps you get your plays back. Next is going to be Evilswarm KERYKTIONEN, which 1600 attack, which is awesome. Another rank 4. This is basically like a Burning Abyss deck almost, but for rank 4s, so it works fantastic. KERYKTIONEN's effect is he can banish 1 Evilswarm from your graveyard, and he gains an effect which is basically add another Evilswarm to your hand from the grave, and you can get a additional normal summon. So it works pretty well, and it works like your the next card that you're going to be playing, which is 3 Evilswarm casters, which when he's played, then you can normal summon another Evilswarm monster from your hand. So that helps, especially if you have a caster with KERYKTIONEN, then you can just do KERYKTIONEN's effect too, and then go off that. And for what I think of is the Cyber Dragon deck, but not as much of a beat stick. Evilswarm MANDRAGORA, which is if your opponent controls more monsters than you, you can special summon it from a hand, so it's a free summon if you have no board, or if you say have 2 and your opponent has 3, then you can summon that off, and it's just going to more XEs, links, and some stuff like that. So it goes well. And just to mention that also, like my friends will tell you, Evilswarm have really weird attacks. Like this one has what, 1550, and like it just gets really weird. So yes, it kind of hurts when you start doing math and calculations for damage. But I like this one the most. Evilswarm Thunderbird. Awesome card. You really don't want to use them for like XEs or anything. You just want to use them for a good beater. So every time an effect goes off, then you can just banish him, and then he comes back as a 1950. So, and if anyone has questions, this is Shatterfoil, which I like a lot. It's from Duelist Terminal. So I love that. I love that foil. But that's it for the Evilswarm cards that you're going to be playing. Well, monsters at least. Next is going to be 2 NEGRO GARDNAs. So you play 2 Twin Twisters in this. So having NEGRO and Grave is really helpful, especially when you have a back row that you really don't want to play around with when you go to battle phase, and it saves your monsters from maybe 1 or 2 attacks. So it works wonderful. And this one I might cut down to 1, which is Rescue Rabbit. It helps you get your 2 Heliotropes from the deck by banishing itself on normal summon. So I might cut it down to 1 to add maybe a Ghost Ogre or Solemn card, but it's not bad. Like I said, when you have all your plays out already, it kind of gets bricky. So that's it for the monsters. 1 Infestation Pandemic, which basically protects all your Evilswarm from card effects for that turn, and it's quick play spell, so it works really well. I have 1 on sideboard just in case, but I like seeing 1. I know a lot of people like playing 1 also, but some people play 2. So you play 1 of that, and you're going to play 1 Upstart Goblin for the extra draw. A lot of people don't play Upstart anymore due to giving people life points, but it's Yu-Gi-Oh! You're not going to it doesn't matter with life points. Next card, one monster reborn for getting more of your Evilswarms back from the grave. Reinforcement army to search off for CASTOR. CASTORs, you only have 2 warriors in here, which are going to be the 3 CASTORs and the NEGRO. So mostly you're going to be searching for the CASTOR and then making your plays. I like this card a lot too. Soul Charge, like I explained, when you go make a link, or even if you have like detached material, then you just can bring it back and use it for link material to go into Evilswarm Origin or any other, like say rank 4 that you have, or even one of the Cyber Ascent cards that you have. For your board wipe, Dark Hole, just destroys the field. I'm probably want to add Regeki, depending. I haven't got to play test it a lot with Regeki, so next, 2 Scapegoat helps you do the plays with Cyrus Engine. You're going to go Link Kuriboh and keep bringing it. Well, you bring it back for 1 turn, and you even can go into Link Spider to help you go for Link 2s, stuff like that. Next, 2 Pod Desires. This card comes in kind of clutch at times. It all depends. Like sometimes you can banish your pieces, but I don't like playing 3 because at that point you're going to get all your pieces like all screwed over. So 2 I think would be the best, since you banish 10 cards and draw 2. So you could either get your plays off or just banish all your pieces by just either terrible shuffling or just bad draw. And stop hand traps, we're going to be playing 2 Called by the Grave. Awesome card. I don't see why you shouldn't play Called by the Grave. I might add a 3rd, but yeah, as soon as you get like Ash or something, and you have this on field, or even in hand if it's your turn, just activate it, and then you can just negate the effect. So for more card draw, you're going to be playing 2 Allure Darkness. Not a bad card. It does kind of what you want to do, but I don't particularly like it all too well. But it does what it's meant for, which is 2 additional draws at the banish of a dark monster. So you could banish Necros, but eh. And for back row, 2 Twin Twisters. So this will stop the like mirror forces that you don't want happening, or even field spells from Trickstar, and especially the Reincarnation. It'll break them down for a little bit. Alright, so that's going to be it for the spell lineup. It's going to be playing 1 Infestation Infection, which is actually a lot better than I thought it was. I wish that you could shuffle it from grave, but you can shuffle CASTOR from field, and if you have KERYKTIONEN on the field and you haven't done his normal summon effect, then you can summon CASTOR again, get another normal summon, then just do it again. It's really good, so you can just shuffle it back, add it to hand, and then just keep going. Next is going to be 1 Floodgate Trap Hole. You're going to be using, I really haven't used it with RAFFLESIA a lot, so when a monster is summoned, then you just flip it up face down and it can't change the position, so it's not bad. I would definitely keep it at 1, but it's all up to your guys' personal preference. Next is going to be Bottomless Trap Hole, in case ABC or say Dark Magician, Blue Eyes, cards like that, anything that's high attack, like good beat sticks. But yeah, just another target for RAFFLESIA. So I'm not sure if I'm saying that right either, so I am sorry for that. Next, you're going to be playing 2 Torrential Tributes for ABC or any problematic board. Say if no one has Twin Twister and you see a huge issue with the board that they're building, then just Torrential Tribute destroys everything and just hope that they pass. So that's it for those ones. And then lastly, I like this, 2 Stormy Mirror Forces. Stops a lot of boards, especially when they attack. So if they try to go for kill, then just pop one of these, and then it'll just shuffle them all back to hand when they're attacking. So it stops a lot of things. That's it for traps. That's it for the main deck, actually. So let's get on to the extra deck. 1 Evilswarm Origin. it protects your Evilswarm and itself. And if anything was destroyed, say by Dark Hole or anything, and it was protected, then you can just special summon an Evilswarm, well, Iceworm, from deck in defense position. So you can summon Thunderbird if you still have one, or it all depends on how many cards were blown up at that time, but they don't have to point to him, so it works amazingly. Next, you're going to be playing Flame Administrator for links. Buffs up all links by 800, and what me and my friend found out was it actually works on itself too. So it's not all other links, it's all links, including himself. So when you use Scapegoat, you can go into him by using Link Kuriboh and Pentstag. Link Kuriboh, for anyone that doesn't know, just recently came out in structure deck, so it's actually really easy to get now, and works fantastic with the Scapegoats. Then Pentstag, I don't use it too much for actually its effect or links. It's good if you're going for a kill and someone has like an effect Veiler on the field with 0 defense, and you can kill them just by inflicting piercing. So play 1 Pentstag. Link Spider helps you with Link Kuriboh, and then go into something like a rank 2. Next, Try Get Wizard. Try Get Wizard protects your whole links, and I've been having issues going with Try Get Wizard due to the fact that you can't use tokens, so you would actually have to have a good board set up, then go into Trigate. But I'll show you my sideboard later, because it will probably help you guys if you don't want to use Trigate. So next, Decode Talker, one of the better ones. I don't go into him too often, but I do like him still in the deck because he does have a negate. So if you have a Scapegoat on the field with best pointing to him, like the 2 spots, then you can just tribute those and then it'll be all fine. Next for the links, you're going to be playing Transcode Talker, new release in the Codebreaker structure deck. Awesome card, goes with the Scapegoat combos, and I believe he can return a Link monster from the graveyard, so you just bring back like Flame Administrator from grave, have a point at him. You have bigger body in the field, and then if you have Link Kuriboh, you can bring Link Kuriboh back by using a Scapegoat if you still have any Scapegoats left, and just keep going from there. Next for the links, the last link is Excode Talker. Stops people from using mini monster zones, which I completely forgot about, but really good card. Stops a lot of flood, so if someone's using Cybers, like I know a lot of people will be used soon due to the fact that new support is coming out, it will help a lot. So that's it for the links. Next, you're going to be playing for the extra deck 3 Evilswarm Ophions. This stops like boss monsters if no one has an answer to it. So you can stop like True King, AVC, True Draco, and cards like those. So it stops big boss monsters from coming out. Next, you're also Evilswarm Bahamut. Bahamut's really good, especially if you want to take control of opponent's monster and just swing for game. Like I've done that probably twice so far using him, but you have to make sure that you have a card, an Evilswarm monster in hand to discard to take control of that opponent's monster, and it's not until the end of turn, so you will have it until either they kill it or game. So got him, and for another rank 4, you got Traptrix Rafflesia. I don't know how you pronounce that, but she's the one that used the Floodgate and Bottomless Trap Hole for targets. Then she basically gains that effect, but you have to make sure that it's for the proper thing. So say if someone summoned a ABC Buster, you can detach, search for the Bottomless or Floodgate, then she gets that effect. So it stops a lot of either Floodgate or just effects happening. So, and last for the extra deck, you're going to be playing number 101 Silent Honor Arc. And this card saves games due to the fact that it can't be destroyed if you can't destroy it by detaching 1 material, and if you detach 2, then you can special summon one monster your opponent controls to a face-up attack position, and I believe you attach it to, yeah, you attach it to this card, so that will help you especially like keep him on the board. So they basically can't destroy it, which is awesome. So that's it for the extra deck, and onto the sideboard. I'm going to be playing one extra Pandemic, just in case. 2 Cosmic Cyclones. Just, I like having 2 on the sideboard. If you don't want to get rid of the Necros, or you know someone's playing like a really spell-happy deck, then you can just banish it. Like Trickstars plays Light Stage, Engaged, stuff like that, so you can just banish it so they can't return it from grave to hand. Especially the Reincarnation, so you make sure that they can't use that Reincarnation's effect. This one I thought was pretty good too. Unexpected Die. So it's basically like a Rescue Rabbit, but if you control no monsters, then you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower normal monster from your deck. So you can special summon the Heliotrope. If you have Castor and KERYKTIONEN in hand, then you can normal summon Castor and then go into KERYKTIONEN. And other 2 cards, last 2. Roll Chalice Clash. And I think this is underrated due to the fact that no one has either read it or just don't want to. But it reads, banish 1 face-up monster you control until end of phase, then target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, and that target loses attack and defense equal to the original attack of that banished monster. So if you have Heliotrope, for example, it's a 1950, you can banish it for the turn, and say if you have Ophion in your extra monster zone or main monster zone, then you can target a Blue Eyes or Dark Magician. It'll lose that 1950, and then you swing into it a lot easier. So that's the reason why I play 2. I haven't tried it out yet because I haven't played a lot with Clash because I don't know what I'd take out, but it's just a good idea. And lastly, for the extra deck sideboard, Master Key Beetle. I might take this out just entirely. I don't see a point for it. When I looked up a few deck lists, it recommended Master Key Beetle, but I see no real reason to have it. Next, 2 Evilswarm Origins. Like I said before, they protect and they're a lot easier to get out. And if you have one, say if you have one in your extra monster zone like that, and another one there, they both protect each other, so they can't be destroyed, which is really, really cool. Next, Encode Talker. I might switch this out for the TRAPTRIX or Trigate. It's pretty decent. Yeah, not much I can say about it. Rank 3, well, Link 3, but the one that I would definitely switch out for Trigate would be Knightmare Griffin. I know it's not too budget, but it's a Link 4, and it basically says that players can't do anything unless cards co-linked. So they either have to have another link on the field, or you actually have to just destroy Griffin, which in itself is hard to do. So, alright, I think that's it for the deck profile. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and please do like the video, and please do subscribe. And I'm going to be doing a updated 6 Samurai profile and a Pendulum Magician. So that's always something to look forward to. But like I said, just comment down below if you want to see any certain decks, and we'll try to do that. Right now I have a True Draco deck I'm trying to work on, with Dynamite being at 1 and Ignis at 3. It's coming along well. It's just a pain. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And hope you guys enjoyed, and see you around. Bye-bye.